Guys, I want to come back to you and talk to you about something that's been on my mind quite a bit. That is what is happening right now in the UK when it comes to all these uprising and riots. Again, people are upset. They're upset because they're being forced to live with people from other countries, mass migrants that are coming over. Again, with different morals, different values, different ethics, and they're being forced to live together. And again, they have seen crime go out of control in the UK. But things have definitely hit the fan now. 3 young girls were killed, all 10 and under, at a dance studio in the UK. And these girls, they were killed. There were I think 7 or 8 others or 9 others that were injured during this attack. And the attack was committed by a 17-year-old son of a Rwandan immigrant. And people, again, they're upset. They've had, again, it's changing the whole demographics in their country. We have truly got to understand that. I mean, they're a little bit ahead of what we are. And again, we have to understand this will be coming to us. This will be coming to us. And again, they're telling you now, they're telling the people of the UK that you're not allowed to criticize us. You can't say anything about anyone from the other side. You can't say anything about people of color or whatever. Again, this hate speech, and we're going to be policing that. And again, we have to understand we are truly living in an Orwellian state. We truly are. And again, it's going to happen here in the US. Well, but let me show you guys a video clip of what is happening right now in the UK. Watch this.
Tonight, violence and vitriol on the streets of the United Kingdom, targeting migrants and mosques in an ugly eruption of anti-immigrant sentiment. For more than a week, riots breaking out in city after city, cars torched in northeast England, fires raging in Belfast in Northern Ireland. This hotel, used to house asylum seekers, set ablaze. More than 400 arrests so far, including nearly 150 just this weekend. Police warning the number will rise.
I can confirm today we have seen at least 12 of our officers injured, with items such as brick fence posts, branches and other missiles thrown at them.
Authorities blaming much of the violence on far-right extremist groups, some with neo-Nazi ties. Prime Minister Keir Starmer on the job only a month, vowing to deploy the full force of the law.
Whatever the apparent motivation, this is not protest, it is pure violence, and we will not tolerate attacks on mosques or our Muslim communities.
Communities now living in fear.
Again, guys, we're making this out to be, again, nothing but the far-right extremists that are mad because the Muslims are in the country. Brown people, black people, whatever. Immigrants. They're racist. They're far-right extremists. They're Nazis. No, they're not. There are people that live in the UK that have had it. That have had it up to here when it comes to, again, people just coming to the country, being allowed in. They're paying for it on their dime, on the taxpayers' dime. And they're being, again, housed in hotels and everywhere else. And if you say anything about it, you're racist. You're bad. You're a far-right extremist. Well, I want to show you guys what Elon Musk had to say about this. Watch this.
All attacked Elon Musk and said he should pull his head in, but he hasn't. Have a look at some of the stuff he's been posting just recently. He posted this image of 3 people convicted of different crimes, but got vastly different punishments. I think we've got the image ready to show you. Here we go. On the left, you've got someone Musk says made a racist comment, got 15 weeks jail. In the middle, someone who sold anti-immigration stickers and for that got 24 months in prison. And on the far right, someone who repeatedly raped a 12-year-old girl and got a 2-year suspended sentence doing 180 hours community service with no prison time, asking what the hell is going on. Have a listen to a BBC editor who slammed Elon Musk and said, what right does this guy have to speak to our Prime Minister?
It is extraordinary for the boss of a big US tech firm to be publicly confronting the British Prime Minister like this over Home Affairs issues. You know, it's difficult to imagine Apple's Tim Cook or Meta's Mark Zuckerberg doing something similar. And what we've seen Musk do is he hasn't directly incited violence. He didn't explode like we might see Donald Trump do, but he didn't call for calm either. And lots of people are saying that because he's so influential, that his actions are potentially quite dangerous. What he did, as we've just heard, is to echo arguments that we've seen from the far right, including claims that there's a two-tier policing system in the UK and that immigrant criminals are treated less harshly.
They're telling you what you can and can't say. You can't criticize them. And again, even the richest man or one of the richest men in the world, Elon Musk, they're saying right there, hey, you better not criticize. You better not say a thing. Because again, that could possibly cause violence. And again, that's something that we may be able to act upon. And again, you can't say anything anyways. How dare you? I think right there we saw those three different men with three different crimes. And who's out? Who's free? The one that raped a 12-year-old girl. We truly have got to recognize what is happening. And again, I don't think the U.S. is too far off from that. And again, I'm going to show you what may happen or what would happen if tackling Kamala Harris and her little communist boy, Timmy, got in office. What would happen? And again, it's truly scary that nowadays you can't criticize governments. You can't. Well, first I want to show you a clip of what the UK is saying is that if you criticize them, if you post something on social media that criticizes them, they come after you. Watch this.
The offence of incitement to racial hatred involves publishing or distributing material which is insulting or abusive, which is intended to or likely to start racial hatred. So if you retweet that, then you're republishing that, and then potentially you're committing that offence. And we do have dedicated police officers who are scouring social media. Their job is to look for this material and then follow up with identification arrests and so forth. So it's a really, really serious. People might think they're not doing anything harmful. They are. And the consequences will be visited upon them.
Again, we got to realize what they're telling you. They're telling you that, hey, we don't have enough people to make sure that young girls in a dance studio are not killed. And we don't have enough people to make sure that a 12-year-old girl is not raped. And again, we don't have enough manpower to put that guy in jail. Good. But we have enough people watching you on social media to make sure that you're not, again, retweeting something that you shouldn't be retweeting. That right there is what the issue is. Again, they don't care about the other stuff. The other stuff they don't care about, but they care about what you share, what you post, especially if it makes them look bad in any way. And again, that's coming here to the States. That's why they divided people up into groups. And they've done the same thing in the UK. And what they're doing now in the UK is they're liking the fact that these people are rioting. They're tearing stuff up because, again, what they're going to do is they're going to lock them down. And guess what? They're going to have reason. They're going to say, hey, look what they're doing. We have to lock them down. We have to lock this country down. And they're going to do so. And they're going to do so in this country as well. They're going to try it. And again, people have got to wake up. And if they don't think that it's going to happen here, because we had the First Amendment, guess what? It doesn't matter. It truly does not matter. Again, the reason why is because people would gladly give that over for safety, which again, pretty much what we have done anyways. But it can happen here in the U.S. I'm going to play for you a clip and kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about. Watch this.
I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
And that was little Timmy from, 2 years ago? Again, he's saying right there, you don't have that right to free speech. You don't. If we deem it misinformation, you don't have the right. Again, if it's around our democracy, which again means government. If it's around our government and we deem it harmful, misinformation, again, we can shut you up. You don't have the right to free speech. You don't have that right. Again, that is what he's saying. People have got to clean up their ears. They got to understand what they're saying. You don't have the right to say what you got to say. You don't have that right. You better keep your mouth shut if you know what's best for you. That's what he's saying. That's what they're all saying. We truly have got to realize it will come to this country. And again, people will give away their right to free speech. They'll give it away because, again, they want that safety, that security that they'll offer. But again, they can't give it. And again, they're the ones taking it away, but they're going to offer it to you. Again, we have to understand what they're doing. They offer that, okay, we'll keep you safe, but you got to stay put in your house, or you can't say things, you can't whatever. But we will watch out for you. And again, that's what's dangerous. That is what is truly dangerous. But guys, man, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks. You son of a.